Hi Aquarius, welcome into your reading. We're reading for the first week of December. Welcome in, welcome in. I've already pulled out your cards for the spread because why waste 2 minutes watching me shuffle? You'll see when I clarify. Those of you that are new, thank you for stopping by. All right, so guys, the overall theme that I'm seeing here for your reading is the Empress at the bottom of the deck. The Empress here, let me see if I can. The Empress here is talking about birthing something into your world, whether it's a relationship or a career, or just some of you could actually be pregnant right now, because I'm seeing that for a lot of you. I feel like a good 25 to 40% of you guys, this reading is about family coupling up in a situation where you're going from 0 to 60 in a situation. I say that because behind the Empress is the Magician. This is manifesting something big into your life. Behind that is the Two of Cups. This is a union. This is a partnership. This is a coupling. So either a business partnership or you're coupling up with somebody. And next to that is 9. This is why I said 0 to 60. The 9 of Pentacles is talking about being single. You go from being a single to a couple, like 0 to 60. Don't get me wrong. That in between 0 to 60, a lot of shit went down for you mentally, personally. You had to reconcile some things for yourself, Aquarius, because behind that too is judgment. You really needed to make a judgment call here. And after that, there's a Knight of Swords and the World. Okay, so here's the World, right? Things started changing for you. You might have went on a big travel. You took time out. You took time for yourself, but you started a new chapter. When you did this, while you were zenning out, traveling, whatever you were doing, when this new chapter started for you guys, a message went out, like lickety split. Do you see this guy on horseback? I'm charging in. I'm charging ahead. That's it. I've made up my mind. I'm just going ahead. I made this decision with the judgment call over here. I'm going to stop being single. I'm going to have this union over here with this partnership. And I'm manifesting this whole new empire into my life with the Empress. The big difference between the Emperor and the Empress is that the Empress is nurturing. She's loving. She's caring. She really brings things into her 3D realm, materials, such as literally having a child, your career, abundance, whatever it is, relationships, marriage. That's what the Empress does. She's a producer at a no joke level. No joke. Okay, let's see what's going on in your situation for the first week of December. I have the 8 of Swords, the 4 of Chalices, and the 4 of Wands. Okay, so definitely a lot of you guys are having children, or somebody here, maybe this is like an unexpected family situation. Because in the 4 of Wands, typically you see a couple, right? You see a couple who get engaged, who get married, because the 4 of Wands is about foundation. It's about getting engaged, moving in, upgrading your relationship situation. It's usually a couple. Here you see a mom and a kid and the 4 Wands. So it's definitely talking about a family. And holding on with the 4 of Pentacles. So a lot of you guys are saving money for something here on your foundation, whether you're buying a home or you are saving money because you are having children or because someone's pregnant here. Or, you're saving for a marriage. And I say this because at the end of the day, there's an 8 of Swords here. You're feeling stuck. So the 4 of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords together tells me you feel mentally stuck, so you're saving all this coin in regards to this foundation. That's what's coming towards you. And you're not stuck, by the way. Okay, look at this guy. He's just hanging out on the tree. He thinks he's stuck. He could get down and walk away. It's just a solution you haven't, come to terms with yet, Aquarius. Now what's coming towards you is interesting, is the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. So there is an ending here to whatever there is as far as the fuckery is concerned. Yes, the 7 of Swords is ghosting. It's cheating. It's lying. It's sneaking away in the middle of the night. It's all of like the shitty shits. This is called the fucking, is what I call the 7 of Swords. But with the 10 of Swords, it's the end of the fucking. We're going to clarify and we're going to see what this is. Now, what you don't see coming, I absolutely love. We have the 9 of Cups. Okay, so there is a little bit of overindulgence here. Sure, maybe it's the holidays. You're partying a little too much. Fine. Okay. Just, rein it in. 9 of Cups. Wish fulfillment, but on an individual level. And then there's this Knight of Chalices here. The Knight of Chalices talks about messages of an apology, or let's meet up and have a conversation. It is messages based off of emotion. And I say this because the King of Cups is here, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Of course, you don't have, and I also see Taurus here. Doesn't have to be, doesn't matter. Point is that this is talking about love. So this king is messaging you, Aquarius, about feelings. You know, emotional feelings with this Nine of Cups here. And it's definitely about relationship, about marriage. This is the priest. Kyrie eleison, guys. And the last card is the Six of Wands. Success. Success in this marriage. Success in this community. If you're thinking about this in the terms of a partnership with business and work, you will have success. Because community is whatever your industry is. You could be a pack of doctors. You know, you could be a pack of analysts. That's your community. And there's success there. Now, as far as your advice is concerned, you have the Seven of Chalices. You have a lot of emotional shit going on here. Mental and emotional things happening to you. The only thing I see here is because something is coming down the pike. Wands. Wands is action. And I see Four of Wands. This is all about your foundation. Your foundation is your platform of life. It's your career, like I said. It's your marriage. It's your home. It's all of the above. But before you can have a four, you have the threes. The threes are creating. It's putting up the pillars of your life. You're past that now. You just went right to the foundation. So in your advice, you have the Seven of Cups, which talks about either confusion or options. I don't know yet, but the universe is telling you and guiding you in your advice position to review these cups, all of them. Because not every cup is filled with platinum and gold. Some have snakes. Some have shit in them. Some are crap. So it's saying review every cup before you make this decision. Now, as far as your outcome is concerned, you have the Seven of Pentacles, which is great because this is again talking about saving money, investing in a project, investing in a family, investing in a person, time, energy, or money, however it resonates for you. This is in the outcome. And this is like waiting for your harvest to come in. The Eight of Cups, there we go again. You literally have like all the cups on the deck over here. And it talks about either emotionally disconnecting or walking away from someone or something. The Emperor. The Emperor here is talking about somebody that may A, be older than you, B, is the father of your children, C is an Aries, D is just very controlling, somebody who has an empire. But I need to express this clearly. Whoever this person is, there is the potential of you two being a power couple. Because this is your outcome and this was your overall theme. The Emperor and the Empress. Let me explain what I'm talking about as far as power couple. There are pages when you come out of college or you're in college. There are knights. Now you're out of college and you're going forward with life. Then there are kings and queens. This is like your midlife. Now you are a king or a queen. And then there are what separates mediocrity from kings and queens, from emperor and empresses. I hope I'm making sense, okay? Because that's the potential you have with this person. This person can absolutely elevate you, your status, your foundation, your whole life, your whole situation. Let's see. Sorry, let's keep going. I think the camera froze there for a second. Yeah. So overall, you have this like emotionally checked out situation from this emperor that you're dealing with, this Aries person, this I don't know why you're emotionally checked out here, or maybe your Aries person is emotionally checked out here because somebody has paused. Somebody put this relationship or this situation on pause, because that's what Seven of Pentacles represents to me. It's like, look at her. Okay, so I built this relationship, I built this situation with this person, so I'm just going to pause and I'm going to look at all that I've put in, and energy I've put into this. Emotionally detaching yourself. Now, I don't know, Aquarius, if you're doing this for a reason, meaning there's a method to your madness, saying to yourself, okay, let me be reasonable, logical, rational, and take a step back and see what this is really all about. Or some of you are just like, investing and doing whatever it is that you're doing with the Emperor, because the Emperor is also a businessman. He has his own businesses, and maybe you want to create a business with this person. Others of you, this is quite literally looking at this, whether it's love, even if it is love, it's like something that you feel trapped by, but you're still going forward, investing in it, but you've emotionally checked yourself out in some kind of weird way. So if this isn't you, this could be your person. I don't know. Let's go ahead and start clarifying these cards. What is the Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, please? What's going on with these aquas? There we go. Yeah. The Chariot at the bottom of the deck, which is the Cancer card. Three of Pentacles, collaborating, third-party situation. 2 threes. Okay. Yeah, and the Seven of Swords. Okay, so there might have been a third-party situation here. And I don't know if this was you, because you were trying to review your options because something was too heavy duty, so you checked out, Aquarius, and you're like, I'll go over there. Then all of a sudden, it was like you were going between both energies, and there's a possibility that there was a third-party situation. Doesn't have to be you. This could be your person. And I say this because the Seven of Swords is definitely here. And there are 2 threes at the bottom of the deck back to back. Now, here's the Empress. The overall theme from the bottom of the deck that we read at the beginning. Okay? So 40 to 50% of you, this is a reading for somebody who actually is pregnant or getting pregnant or is having children. The other of you, this is somebody who's birthing some kind of relationship or foundation with this coupling with somebody into your world. Somebody here feels guilty or disappointed. There's some resentment here. 6 of Pentacles. Things weren't balanced. Felt like somebody was giving more into the situation while the other person wasn't. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus doesn't have to be, but somebody here with this financial stability is here. And the 10 of Rods. Somebody here is burdened or now has a ton of responsibilities because something is being produced into this world. Here is somebody who is more, one of the 2 of you definitely makes a buttload more money because there's the King of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. Somebody here is financially pretty much the bearer over here, but there is something here where you feel guilty, disappointed, resentment, some kind of situation like that. And all these cards are clarifying what's going on in your foundation, why you might be A, saving money for this foundation, or B, why you're holding on or you're clinging on to this person or this foundation, but you feel stuck by it. And the energy that you feel stuck by is maybe financially you couldn't be supportive, that this person might be controlling you financially or whatever, or has more control than you do in this dynamic. And it's disappointing you, it's making you sad. Maybe some of you guys feel guilty because you stepped out. I don't know. You all know your situation. Now, what's coming towards you is the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. Please clarify this for Aquarius, please. What is the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, please? Someone's begging for forgiveness here. Asking for a reconciliation. 5 of Wands, obstacles, blocks, challenges, but there's like no competition here. Because usually this is the competition card, but you see this dude is still standing and everyone's like out. He's holding the last rod. So the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Swords, where I was telling you that's the fucking and that's the end of it. These are the end of those challenges because you are going through a period of change, Aquarius. You're going through these blocks, obstacles, and challenges. It's kind of something, the energy I see, because I get images, see like a weaving pattern. So I feel like an ebb and flow, but I feel like I see you, Aquarius, trying to weave through a web of, I don't want to say deceit and bullshit and lies, but it's just like weaving a fine web here. Meaning whatever your situation is with this person, whatever this dynamic is, it feels like you've got to, go with the ebbs and the flows, but you're weaving some kind of situation here where you're trying to get past some kind of ending because somebody did something wrong here. And now it's just like, not that you're tiptoeing on eggshells, but you're weaving a fine web on how to mitigate the problems in this situation, to get to this reconciliation, to get to the good news. because the fives are the challenges, and it's like you're saying to yourself, how can I win this? How can I beat out my competition? How can I outsmart everyone else in this situation? I know what has been done, but how can I get through this? Yeah, I know what I'm trying to say. I'm avoiding that. I know that like most of you guys might have done this. You might have had the third party situation. You might have messed up, Aquarius. And now you're asking, and instead of asking for forgiveness, you're trying to find a way on how to get this person to forgive you, have the reconciliation with you, and collaborate with you without having to like admit that you fucked up. Okay. I didn't know how else to say this because I don't want to sugarcoat the readings. That's what I see. And of course, if this isn't you, that could be your person. But that's what's happening. The fucking is over, and now the person is trying to figure out how they can get this reconciliation back on. Because there was a third party situation. 2 3s next to each other. All right, let's keep going. Guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, but at the end of the day, there's some kind of success here with this relationship. You know, you're going to have this kind of communication, and you're going to weave that web quite fine, quite right. Because somebody here is waiting on their partner. So I feel like they're waiting for you, Aquarius. It doesn't matter what the fuck you did or what was done on either side. It doesn't matter. This person's waiting for you. They want you. It's just, it is what it is. And they've been waiting patiently for you too with this Knight of Pentacles. It's like they knew, they always sensed that you were slowly going to go back to them or towards them. And they were trying to give you the space that you needed, regardless of the fact that you fucked up, and maybe you're trying to figure out how to slowly go back towards them yourself. But somebody here, and you're really stressed out about it too, okay? Make no mistake. But you will slay those demons, and you will transform the relationship, and you will change the situation, because somebody here is still waiting for you to come back at the end of the day. And, you know, this is you slowly going towards that person. It's happening. Doesn't matter. I mean, there's this, because Hierophant is here, love is here, the conversation is here, the 6 of Wands is here, which is the success, and this is going to bring you wish fulfillment. You're going to figure it out is what I'm trying to say, okay? Okay. You're going to figure it out, Aquarius. Now, what is the 7 of Cups? Clarify the 7 of Cups for me. The notification ding tells me I'm on the money. So at the end of the day, yes, you have to review your options in regards to this marriage, this community, or this relationship with Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. Because before you did have an ending. So it's like 0 to 60. It's like you went from like just casually dating to like all of a sudden it's like relationship status. Yeah. So in your advice, you have the 7 of Cups, reviewing your options clearly. The 9 of Swords in reverse. Also telling me getting out of your head, slaying those demons. Because usually in most of the 9 of Swords in the tarot deck, it's like somebody going, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? Others, I'm like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Not here. This person takes a dagger off the wall and slays the demons. In the reverse position, because this is in your advice position, it's telling me you will figure it out. You will choose the right cup. You will go towards this relationship or situation that I see here. But it's also advising you to go into that direction. You know, it's like deal with your mental demons right now. Deal with your fears, you know, and review your options. Because I know some of you might actually be confused. Now let's see what your outcome is over here with the 7 of Pentacles, the Emperor. Investing with an Emperor, but somebody's emotionally checked out. Let's see what this 8 of Cups is. Wow. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. There is somebody here with total love. Passionate new beginning here. Yeah, so somebody had walked away from investing in the relationship emotionally. Okay, so tell me more about the 8 of Cups. What's the 8 of Cups? Because in this deck, it seems like somebody's walking away from the invested relationship or the person. Next to the Queen of Cups, it's love. Walking away from the love. Yeah, you're moving on though. It's really weird. I could be wrong. Guys, leave me your comments, please. This is insane for me, but because it's about marriage, it's about community. And there's a 10 of Swords under that, and death, see? So I have the Ace of Wands. It's a passionate new beginning, and it's going from, and look at this, Archangel Michael talks about healing, putting couples together. You are fated. So then you had this passionate new beginning, and then it transformed to an ending, because something happened in your dynamic with this person, and it's going from 0 to 60, and that's just too much for you, Aquarius, because it's like this person wants marriage, but you're feeling stuck by it, you're feeling pressured by it, so you might have checked out emotionally, but maybe you feel, I don't know, the need to be that you have to do right by this person or something like that. It doesn't matter. You end up leaving emotionally this situation. These are just weekly readings, so obviously the energies are going to shift and change, because you see this person and you've arrived on land, but with someone. Okay, that's enough. I gotta mute this. Sorry, guys. All right, so I'm going to pull out some romance cards right now, and we are gonna also, there's going to be an extended here for members. If you're a member, great. You will we will clarify these cards with the tarot deck, and then we're going to ask the situation with this person and what their intentions are towards you, your feelings towards the situation, because the questions all change with every reading. So those of you that are members, I'll see you in the extended. Follow me on my community page, because there you'll see all the updates that I put under members, because you get a whole bunch of videos, a whole bunch of content under there. All right, so the cards that fell out right now is wedding. Yeah, it's exactly what I was saying this whole entire reading. Finance and careers. This whole reading is about that. There's something here where you're feeling pressured because somebody is asking you to get married. That community card that I told you, that's marriage, relationship, finance and careers. And somebody here who is actually, I don't know, somebody, you're needing to get money for somebody for this marriage or this situation, or one of the two of you has more of the money situation. Newsflash, Aquarius, I don't think your person gives a shit. Like, really, I think if you have a conversation with your person, I think you can work it out. Because I do see here this Four of Pentacles for foundation. And again, that's because some of you, you're pregnant, or if you're a male watching this, you got someone pregnant. Four of Wands talks about marriage and foundation. And typically, it's like I have 100 decks. This is the only deck where I see a kid on the Four of Wands. It's pretty intense. And finance and career. So some of you know that this is a financial burden. It's interesting. All right, so we're going to go in and we're going to clarify those for the extended, those that are members. All right, so let's see what's going on over here. Advice. Thank you. Oh, there's a lot. That's all right. Take time to breathe out. Take a breath. Exhale. Everything's going to work out, because I see that you feel stuck, that you feel cornered by this situation, Aquarius. You are good enough. Don't think this person doesn't want, this person loves you. This person cares about you. I think they're willing to work for you, because I don't usually see these kind of things, like waiting for a lover to come back no matter what has happened. You and your loved ones are safe. Yes, don't worry what anybody else thinks or what's going on. Just keep moving forward. Everyone's going to be okay in this dynamic. Whether, you're having a blended family, or you need to connect families, or there is some kind of situation, don't worry about it. Everyone is safe and fine. And work through your fears. I know it's scary because it's a new situation, new moon in Scorpio. We just left Scorpio season, so this probably tells me you've been going through this through Scorpio season. You and your loved ones are safe. A new moon in Cancer. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo, which is around April, maybe earlier. Take time. Yeah, it is earlier. Take time to breathe out. So this is going to be a process in the next 6 months for you as well. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. And I will see the rest of you in extended.